Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing this crime story about these missing kids. There are two, and how their mom won't tell anyone where they are. It sounds absolutely absurd, and I apologize for my messy hair. But before we get into that video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and leave some comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to ring the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you guys know every time I upload a new video. I kind of forgot my lines there. My intro that I always say every time. It's because this case is so frustrating, and I've been looking on it so long, and it's like nobody cares. There's no results. People care, but they're not doing enough to get these children back home or to find where they are, because it's just ridiculous. But I'll tell you the story anyway. There's these two children. I'll put their pictures right here so you guys can see. The children's names are Tylee Ryan, who is 17, and Joshua Valow, JJ, who is 7. They were last seen in Roxenberg, Idaho on September 23rd. And their disappearance is being investigated by the Roxenberg Police Department in Idaho, I believe. Yes, Idaho. The children's mother, Lori Valow, and her current husband, Chad Daybell, completely refused to help the police. This is a statement that the police released on a few days after the kids were missing, but they still don't know today where they are. They've been missing since September. They've been missing since September 23rd when the police went over there in 2019, and we are in February 2020, and these children have disappeared. It's 5 months. 5 months. Where are these children?
Now to the growing mystery around a brother and sister who appear to have vanished. Tonight, the new developments in the case and the intensifying search for answers. Here's ABC's chief national correspondent, Matt Gutman.
Tonight, police searching for an Idaho brother and sister confirmed they're now investigating a string of mysterious deaths in the family. The whereabouts of the parents are unknown, but investigators believe mother Lori Valow knows where the children are or what happened to them. Police are now looking into 3 deaths. Vallow's brother, along with the couple's former spouses, even exhuming the body of husband Chad Daybell's first wife.
There was a number of issues that just didn't look right. 17-year-old
Tylee and 7-year-old JJ last seen in September. Their grandmother is worried sick.
What kind of mother won't cooperate with the authorities?
Brandon Boudreau married into the family and believes Lori joined a religious group founded by Daybell, who has authored books about doomsday.
I don't know why they're doing what they're doing. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what happened to those kids. I know that there's people who do, and they're not talking.
Boudreau says he was almost killed in a drive-by shooting. Police confirm they are investigating that incident too. With there are now investigations into those missing children and those 3 mysterious deaths in Idaho and Arizona. Now, the couple said through an attorney that they want to address the allegations, but only once they've moved beyond, quote, allegations and rumor. Wait.
All right, Matt.
The police believe that the children are in danger, and most people believe that the children are already dead.
That urgent search for 2 children missing in Idaho. Police are now issuing a warning to their mother, saying they believe she knows more than she's saying. Amy is here with all the developments on that story. Amy, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you. The brother and sister were last seen in September in Rexburg, Idaho, and now, more than a month after police opened their investigation, a chilling development.
This morning, a dramatic twist in the search for 2 missing children. Authorities say they strongly believe the lives of 17-year-old Tylee Ryan and her brother 7-year-old Joshua JJ Valow are in danger, and that their mother is refusing to help find them. Tylee and JJ were last seen in September in Idaho. Police say they have information indicating their mother Lori knows either the location of the children or what has happened to them, and that despite having this knowledge, she has refused to work with law enforcement to help us resolve this matter. JJ's grandmother says she hasn't heard from him in months.
It was a 35-second FaceTime. He's 7, he's autistic. He'll call you 50 times, but he never called back this time.
In November, after receiving calls from concerned family members, police conducted a welfare check. They say Lori and her husband said that JJ, who was adopted and has special needs, was staying with a friend in Arizona. Police say they later learned that was a lie. Authorities say Lori also told some witnesses her daughter had died a year ago. One day later, police say Lori and her husband left the state. Earlier this year, Lori married Chad Daybell after his wife Tammy died. Police are now investigating Tammy's death. Lori's family believes she joined a religious group founded by her husband. This is her talking about religion in a podcast.
If you did something bad yesterday, the Lord wants you to say you're sorry today and just do better tomorrow.
Colby Ryan, Tylee and JJ's older brother, says he has no idea if their mother knows anything about where his siblings are.
The reason I'm talking about it is because I'm just in the dark as anybody else, and that's a really hard position to be in when those are your siblings. I have absolutely no idea where they are. I can't imagine. I just hope, and what I've thought and prayed for and everything, is that everybody's safe.
Now, through their lawyer, the Daybells released a statement saying they are both loving parents and spouses, adding they look forward to addressing the allegations once they move past speculation and rumor.
Wow. So many eerie layers to this story. Police are now calling for the couple to come forward, though.
That's right. The police say this whole investigation could have been avoided if they had just been honest from the beginning. And yes, they want them to come forward. There are a lot of serious questions and serious allegations, namely, where are those two children?
Absolutely.
The family described Chad and Lori as those kind of people that think the world is coming to an end, the Antichrist is coming, everybody should, like, I mean, I can't say I'm not a believer. I have an open mind, but these people were into it like crazy. Like, they actually were involved in a group which police describe as a cult, which they say that Lori was supposed to kill the Antichrist when he gets here or something to that nature. And in my eyes, I kind of hope the children are still alive. So I kind of think like maybe she has them hidden in the bunkers, so because she thinks the world's gonna end, and she just put them away so that way they could survive. I don't know. I just really hope these children are safe.
New developments involving missing siblings from Idaho. Their mother, but not the children, has been found by authorities in Hawaii, and they are giving her until Thursday to bring the children forward. Amy here with the story. Good morning, Amy.
That's right. Good morning, George. And officials say there is no evidence that those children were ever in Hawaii. The mom, Lori Valow, and her husband, Chad Daybell, skipped town after police came looking for her missing children.
This is the moment authorities catch up with Lori Valow, the Idaho mother whose children had been missing for months, searching her car and serving her with a court order to physically produce her two kids and take them to officials immediately.
Where are your children?
Vallow's children, 17-year-old Tylee Ryan and 7-year-old JJ, haven't been seen since September. Police doubling down, previously saying they strongly believe the children are in danger and that Valow either knows what happened to them or where they are and is refusing to help.
To see her with the attitude that she displayed in that video is totally beyond disgusting.
Lori and her husband, Chad Daybell, left Idaho in November, just one day after police conducted a welfare check looking for the kids. Police tracking the couple down in Hawaii this weekend, thousands of miles away from their home in Idaho, serving them with the order and searching the vehicle. East Idaho News was there.
Can you tell me where your kids are? Where are your kids?
No comment.
No comment? They've been missing for 4 months. You have nothing to say?
Lori and Chad were married last year. Authorities looking at the recent sudden deaths of multiple family members. In July, Lori's ex-husband Charles Valow was murdered by her brother. At the time, police claimed the killing was self-defense. That same brother of Lori's was found dead right before Christmas. Authorities have yet to release a cause. And it's not just Lori's side of the family. This past October, Chad's former wife Tammy Daybell died at her home. At first ruled natural causes, her remains have been exhumed.
And the sheriff now says they are suspicious that her death was not natural. They're waiting for the autopsy results. Meanwhile, the children's grandparents are begging for their safe return, and police, through any of the evidence they gathered in Hawaii, say there was no evidence that those kids were ever with their mother. And as you say, it's a simple question.
Where are your kids? If you can't answer that, and they've been missing all this time, I don't know what they're giving her until Thursday to...
Yep, we will see what happens on Thursday for sure.
Wow. Baffling. Wow. All right, thank you so much, Amy.
They brought them back to Idaho, and they told them that they had to bring up the kids or give the kids in or tell them where the kids were by Sunday. Sunday passed, Monday passed, Tuesday passed, and these people still have not said where these children are. So the police have an arrest warrant for them, but they haven't been arrested.
The mother of 2 Idaho children who haven't been seen since September failed to produce them by a court-ordered deadline. Lori Daybell was told by a judge to show her children, 7-year-old Joshua J.J. Valow and 17-year-old Tylee Ryan, to law enforcement by January 31st. JJ's grandparents say they are disappointed Daybell didn't comply.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to react to this because I had my hopes up, and Larry, we both had our hopes up a lot today for hopefully being able to see our grandson. And so now I'm quite disappointed.
The grandparents have been offering a $20,000 reward for information leading to the kids.
And my thing is, you know, a lot of people online were saying, oh, if this was not a woman with blonde hair and blue eyes, she would have been arrested. I don't see things like that. I just see it as, I'm hoping that the police will address this and find these children. Because the most important...
The latest on the search for those missing Idaho siblings, their mother has still not brought them forward. And now there's new surveillance video that is raising even more questions about her behavior around their disappearance. Will Reeve is here with that. Good morning, Will.
Yeah, good morning, Robin. The surveillance video comes from a storage facility in Idaho that authorities say Valow began renting around the time her children disappeared last fall. The unit reportedly hasn't been touched since police searched it in November, and it may have some valuable items and information inside.
This morning, investigators looking for clues in this surveillance video from an Idaho storage facility where Lori Valow rented a unit. Video obtained by East Idaho News reportedly showing Valow and several others making numerous trips to the facility in October and November, around the time her children were reported missing, carrying large items in and out of the locker. According to East Idaho News, police obtained a search warrant for Valow's home and the storage unit, finding children's bikes, photo albums, blankets, and clothing in the unit.
Can you tell me where your kids are?
It's been 1 week since Valow ignored a deadline to physically produce her children, failing to bring 17-year-old Tylee Ryan and 7-year-old JJ to authorities. The kids have been missing since September. Valow and her new husband, Chad Daybell, fleeing Idaho, heading to Hawaii 1 day after authorities performed a welfare check looking for the kids.
Where are your kids? No comment? They've been missing for 4 months. You have nothing to say?
Valow married Daybell last year, just days after his wife died, and 3 months after her husband was shot to death by her brother. Police are now investigating the death of Daybell's former wife.
Particles of light were coming towards my body and latching on to me.
Daybell has written religious books and given speeches about what he describes as 2 near-death experiences. Those close to Valow have said that her behavior has changed in the past year.
Ever since she's been involved in this doomsday cult, that is not the same Lori that we knew for 13 years. And the last year has just been non-understandable.
Valow's oldest son, Colby, still pleading with his mom for answers about his siblings.
I feel like my mom would die for the kids. So to see this and hear it and also be questioning why they're not being found, that's where all this comes into, like a battle between what you think and what you feel.
Colby Ryan says that he's been learning about this entire incident along with the rest of the world through news headlines, and he hopes his mother sees his plea and proves that his sister and brother are safe as soon as possible. This story seems to be a long way from its conclusion.
This makes no sense.
Yeah.
None.
It makes no sense.
They can't be compelled to produce the kids.
It just keeps twisting and turning.
So disturbing.
The important thing right now is finding out if the kids are safe. If the kids are not safe, then that's another story. But I'm hoping and I'm praying that these kids are found safely. They're 2 beautiful children. One of them is a special needs child, and he really needs to be in a safe environment, and this woman is like completely nuts. Well, in my mind, she's completely nuts. But anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm hoping that these kids will pop up sooner rather than later. Let me know in the comment section down below if you like these kind of stories. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the little bell, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.